I did my master's in microbiology, and then I managed the water quality, water and wastewater labs for the city of Bellingham for almost 6 years, at which time I decided to go out on my own as an environmental consultant, specializing in water quality, quality assurance project plans, water quality monitoring. I kind of joke around, if there's one thing I learned in a master's degree, is that I did not want to live my life in a lab. Drayton Harbor is really where my interest began in shellfish, and the thread was the microbiology and the wastewater, and how does this organism that I spent my education studying, how can that tie into restoration of water quality, and how can we take that message home? Where we had our program today, it's a small school on Lummi Island, and I moved here when my son was born, and he went to school here from kindergarten through 6th grade, and during that time I had an opportunity to volunteer here a lot. So I got an opportunity to experiment in this wonderful small multi-age classroom school who really encourages volunteers in the classroom. I got to come in and really experiment a lot. And so the curriculum actually grew out of the volunteer years.
My name is Andrea, and I'm the Education Outreach Coordinator for the Garden of the Salish Sea curriculum. I just graduated from Western Washington University with my master's in environmental education. And what drew me to this program was the fact that it was environmental education about the marine environment. I've been an avid scuba diver for probably about the last 10 years, and that's really what brought me into the environmental world, doing hundreds of dives in the Salish Sea. I started seeing a lot of destruction due to human causes, such as ghost nets, crab pots that are down there, fish with rusty hooks in their mouths and stuff like that. And so that's really what made me want to go into environmental education and teach people about what's below the nice sheen on top of the water, and how we can take care of it. We have the Salish Sea Challenge, which students take home, and it's a list of actions that they can do with their family, and kind of starting to incorporate that into their family's lifestyles to form healthy habits, such as keeping fecal coliform out of the Salish Sea or reducing their CO2 emissions. So students start doing these actions, and after they've completed the full curriculum, they become Salish Sea stewards.
We come in with a presentation, an introductory presentation, and an introductory laboratory. And the introductory presentation is really introducing what shellfish are in the terms of biology. Some of these kids have heard of an invertebrate and vertebrates, some haven't. And how to get them inspired about how beautiful these organisms are, how amazing they are, because they keep our water clean. If given the opportunity, a healthy shellfish population can really contribute to clean water. And they have a number of other connections. They help us interpret the past through archaeology and shellfish middens and paleontology and the fossil record. The shellfish are really a really fun topic, and they just sit there. At first look, they're not polar bears. They're not wolves. They're not manatees. They're not whales. They're just these little seemingly inert objects that are amazing creatures.
So we're teaching them what's important about the Salish Sea. Specifically, we're focusing on shellfish as an avenue to expand on the importance of the Salish Sea. And so we teach them about shellfish, how they're yummy, how the Salish Sea itself is, we can think of it like a garden. And so we want to protect it. We want to keep our garden clean so that we can continue to harvest it for things that are edible, like shellfish and oysters and clams.
These kids are easily inspired. It really doesn't take much, and this subject matter is so tactile and so hands-on that it was pretty much a no-brainer. to dream this up.
I mean, they're all learning great, wonderful things, and it's so rewarding at the end when you go in for the wrap-up and you see, like, they actually did learn some stuff.
I think one of the things I've heard back from teachers is that this empowers students to do something positive. And so, you know, kids hear a lot of gloom and doom, and even though we're addressing an issue that's very serious, we're providing some ways to empower kids to improve the situation. And I think that's really important, even aside from the potential environmental impact, is empowering kids to do something positive.